Yo, what is going on, guys? XpertFusion here, and some brand new information has leaked for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War from the Gaming Revolution and DK Dynamite. I'm not going to go over every single bit of leaked information that they went over in their videos. I will link their videos in the description so you can watch it to get all the specifics. I'm just kind of going to broadly talk about my opinions on some of the leaks that were covered within their videos, because some of the leaks are pretty interesting. Some of them are kind of weird, but for the most part, I'm happy with what was said in these leaks for sure. We also have recently gotten confirmation that we will start getting teasers for zombies within, actually starting tomorrow. So these YouTubers got these like crates and they opened them up and there was this like TV terminal thing in them. It's not too important, but if you guys are interested in the teasers leading up to the reveal, which is not going to be tomorrow, but it will be soon. That's all we know. At least it'll be before the beta, according to the long sensation. So that means we're going to get it within the next 2 weeks, which is really exciting. I assume it's going to be maybe a little bit after Modern Warfare Season 6 comes out, like maybe like a couple days after, and that comes out in exactly a week from now. So we should get the reveal really soon, or it could even be this weekend for all we know. There's actually a rumor going around that it was going to be revealed on the 26th. I don't know how confirmed that rumor is, but it's still out there. So we could be getting a reveal really damn shortly. But I want to talk about these leaks we have, and there was a lot of leaked information. Of course, though, take it with a grain of salt because it's not confirmed, but it is very reliable leaked information. But you know, sometimes it's just interpretation and speculation comes into play, and then it's not exactly what's going to end up happening in the full game, but it's a general idea as what we're likely going to see. First things first, the maps that we're going to be getting on launch, apparently there's 4 maps. Now, not really 4 fully fledged maps like what we got within Black Ops 4, but instead 2 fully fledged maps, 1 like survival map, and then of course Dead Ops Arcade 3. So that would be a total of 4 maps if you consider Dead Ops as a map, but really just 2 fully fledged like Easter egg style maps. That's what it sounds like, at least. So of course the first one is called Die Machine, which is translated to The Machine. And this is obviously the map we saw in the teaser, and it's a map that includes Nacht Der Untoten right in the middle of it, or at least I believe it's going to be the spawn point of the map. And we saw some leaked screenshots of this map as well. It seemed to be in a snowy forest of some sort, therefore this map's going to have that sort of snowy feel to it, I guess. We don't really know much about the map other than that. It sounds like it's going to be some sort of a nuclear testing facility that they created inside of the Nacht Der Untoten area, and it happens to be winter, so I guess it's snowing, which is pretty interesting. I'm excited to play this. And also, Nacht Der Untoten is going to be playable as a separate survival map, so that's the second map, of course, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, they already have the assets there. They might as well just let us play Nacht as its own survival map. That makes perfect sense, and I'm really glad they're doing that because it just gives us more content to play with and doesn't really take much time out of them because it's already in the game. I know a lot of people might be screaming, oh my god, a remake, but it's not really a remake. I mean, it's Nacht Der Untoten. Having a old location as a part of a map isn't necessarily making the whole map unoriginal. It's just taking one little location that we've seen before and putting it in the map. Like, you wouldn't call Transit a remake because Nacht Der Untoten's in it, you know what I mean? You wouldn't. So it's different than something like Classified, which Classified is like 90% original locations that we've already seen, or old locations that we've already seen. But in this case, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure, a lot different. So I don't really think we can consider this a remake necessarily. But obviously the Nacht Der Untoten survival map, that's going to be more remaster-esque because it's literally just going to be Nacht Der Untoten. At least it's what it sounds like. We don't really know too much about it based off of these leaks. Next up, there's a map that's right now codenamed like Firebase Z or something like that. And apparently, it might not be the full name of the map, but this is apparently going to be the Vietnam map, which is so fucking exciting. And TGR was saying it might not have any connection to the main storyline, or it might not at least. And I'm actually really glad to hear that. And the reason why is because I always hated how restrictive this gameplay aspects of zombies used to be because of the story. Like, they would hold back on doing things because of the story, which I always thought was really dumb. So I'm glad that they're able to expand beyond the story and do things that don't really connect to the story directly. Apparently there might be like a celebrity crew to it, which I think would be really cool to have like iconic 80s people, like 80s actors maybe, as the characters. That would be really awesome. I'm maybe just getting a little too ahead of myself here, but there's been some rumors. I don't know how credible these are, but I've heard some rumors around that Arnold Schwarzenegger might appear in this game. I don't know how, I don't know where. I don't have any credibility to that at all, but I'm just saying I've heard some people talking about that. I think that'd be really cool to be playing as Arnold Schwarzenegger in a Vietnam zombies map. So I think this Vietnam map sounds pretty cool, and it seems like it's going to be a fully fledged map just like Die Machine, which is really exciting. So that would be the 2 like fully fledged maps. And then, of course, Dead Ops Arcade 3, which has been leaked as well, and it has some connection to Warzone. We don't really know exactly how, but I'm really excited for this. Hopefully, it's not going to be some sort of a PlayStation exclusive thing. I'm hoping to God, if they do some PlayStation exclusive, do it for something else. Don't make a whole map, especially Dead Ops Arcade 3, PlayStation exclusive. That would be really shitty. But I'm really excited for this. 4 maps, I mean, really the 2 like actual maps, 1 survival, 1 like arcade mode. That is solid to me. That is a really solid lineup, and hopefully the game has a lot of other content in terms of like features and things to do, and maybe there's a lot of other game modes, and it sounds like there will be a lot of other game modes. And that kind of brings me into the next leak, which it sounds like we might be having. Of course, this can all change for the full game, you know, they might have different decisions for what they want to do. But we might have like 2 different modes, which I've always said this might be a good idea for zombies to kind of split up the casual and hardcore player base. But at the same time, I don't know if I like how it sounds, because it sounds like they have 2 different game modes. They have a survival mode and then they have a quest mode. The quest mode seems like it would be like standard, you know, zombies, but it would be giving you through this quest, right? So rather than it being like an Easter egg where it's more hidden, it would kind of tell you what to do, kind of like World War II's The Final Reich, how there was a notebook telling you what to do. That could make these Easter eggs much more casual friendly, so I guess it's a good thing, but to me it would take away a lot of the mystery of the Easter egg. I could definitely be wrong though. Maybe this is some completely different thing than what I'm expecting it to be, and I hope I'm wrong, because I don't want them to completely split up the player base like that with having the casuals and the hardcore in 2 different modes. I feel like they gotta kind of weave them together a little bit, just like we've had before in Black Ops 3 and 4, but make the Easter eggs just not as in your face, like not like you have to do them necessarily. Like don't make us do the Easter egg to get like a wonder weapon or something, unless it's some special side weapon. And also, yeah, make it so it's kind of easy to follow for most people, even if you are casual. I think that's okay. I just don't know if I like it being split up in separate modes, but we'll have to see how that plays out. It might not be nearly as bad as it sounds. It might just be me overthinking the whole situation. And also, apparently the characters we're playing as might be the campaign characters. Now, at least in Maschine as well as Nacht, Vietnam sounds like it's going to be a completely different cast of characters. But the characters I assume we're going to be playing as are characters like Adler, apparently Baker, which was this random ass character from the like one of the operators from the alpha. I guess he's in the campaign as well. I assume we might have like Woods and Mason, maybe Hudson. Maybe let us pick characters. Maybe let us pick any of the operators from multiplayer. I have no idea. I'm interested to see how this storyline plays out, because if you're interested in the storyline, they talk more in depth with that within their videos, but it sounds like it's going to be kind of continuing on from Nacht Der Untoten, but it's going to kind of show how the Dark Ether, which that's where everything went. Because if you guys didn't know, when Nacht Der Untoten ended, it didn't get rid of everything, like all the zombies in 115 and Monty and all that. It just got sent to a universe called the Dark Ether, and it was also kept there. But now it seems like that universe might start leaking out into one of the universes, which I don't know how I feel about that, because it does definitely undermine the sort of sacrifice that the characters made in Nacht Der Untoten. But at the same time, we'll have to see how it plays out. It might just be fine. I'm not too, much of a stickler when it comes to the story, so as long as it's a little bit interesting, I'm okay with it. But it's not going to make or break a map for me, so I'm completely okay with that. And last thing I want to talk about is perk upgrades. It sounds like we're getting, obviously, the classic perks back, and it's going to be sort of a classic perk system. But it sounds like they might have perk upgrades, and they see even up to 4 perk upgrades. So, like, you could upgrade a perk 4 times, which I think that sounds pretty fucking awesome. I've wanted perk upgrades for a while, but I don't know about 4. I feel like just doing it once would be enough. But having like 4 levels of them, it might get too overwhelming for some players. But personally, for me, I like that. It gives you more stuff to do within the map, assuming you can upgrade all of the perks within a given match. And I'm excited to see how the perks change throughout these upgrades, because that sounds pretty awesome. But the leaked perks that they had in the game sounded a little barren. Like there was about the 4 original perks besides double tap. Apparently there was one person saying double tap is going to be in the game, the other person saying no, it's just going to give you double tap when you upgrade your guns 3 times. So I don't really know if double tap's going to be there or not, but it sounds like we have Juggernog, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, Stamina Up, Deadshot, and like I think Mule Kick they said or something like that, and Deadshot as well. Unless I already said Deadshot, I probably already did. But that's a little barren. I was hoping for a couple more perks, you know what I mean? Like, I would like to see some of the Black Ops 4 perks. Oh, also a new perk as well called like Electric Pop or something like that, or Elemental Pop, that's what it's called, which I assume is going to be similar to the perk Change Choose from Infinite Warfare. It sounds like an Elemental Pop. That sounds very similar to what the Change Choose perk did in Infinite Warfare. But I just hope they have some more perks. I want to see perks like Time Slip, Bandolier Bandit, Electric Cherry, Volterade, Widow's Wine, or Winter's Wail. One of those perks return. I want to see a lot of perks in this game. I don't want to see them just drop the Black Ops 4 perks just because people don't like the BO4 perk system. People don't like the BO4 perk system, but they liked some of the perks. Some of the perks were pretty cool. I would like to see them return, especially perks like Time Slip. I thought was a great addition to zombies. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the leaks in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.